Hello, ma'am.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You're here with ATM Fox of All Time Media.
Okay.
Welcome to the channel.
Okay.
I'm here to give a voice to the voiceless.
I know that's right.
May I have your name?
Amanda.
Say that again for me.
Amanda.
Amanda. Okay. Nice to meet you, Amanda.
You too.
How old are you?
I just turned 35 in September.
All right. You look young for your age.
Thank you.
Where are you from, Amanda?
It's hard to say because I was born addicted, moved around a lot. So I always say like South Jersey because I lived in Camden, I lived in Gloucester,
Okay.
you feel me? I moved around a lot. When I was 17, my mother was murdered by 3 people, 4 blocks down from where me, her, and my sister lived in Gloucester City, in Brooklyn, in Gloucester City on Broadway. And like, I was born addicted, and she would do her thing on the weekend, but on the week she would come home because my sister, we and her are 14 months apart, she just had her child and I was pregnant.
Okay.
So there was a house that was split into 3 apartments that was like the Get High house. And on the news, I seen a body coming out, and it said unidentified woman in her late 30s brutally murdered. So I knew my mom was there, but I thought that maybe that it was someone else, or if anything, she witnessed something, because it was 3 apartments, and she didn't come home that Monday, and she always came home, like I said, because it was only us 3, and my sister just had a baby, and I was pregnant. Come to find out, it was my mom on the news that was getting carried out. She laid there for 3 days. They wrapped her in a shower curtain over money for gas. Basically, they were getting high for 3 days. It was a white couple and a black guy, and they were partying on everything, and the white girl had money, so she would send my mom out here because my mom, you know, is street, and the lady wasn't, and she would send my mom out here to get whatever drugs that they want all weekend. And then I guess when the money got low, and the last time she told my mom to put gas in the tank. So I guess it was a premeditated murder. When she went to go get into her car was still on, I guess, empty. So she accused my mom of stealing gas money. And around that time in 2006, gas, like $20? But all the time she was risking her freedom and her life, always coming back with the stuff that they were partying with. So out of their mind, you know, things got crazy. They got my mom back to the apartment, bribing her, probably. The guy whose apartment was said that his girlfriend was sitting on the couch and she was trying to do IV, like shooting drugs, and then she said something to my mom, and I can see my mom now, like, you know, she snapped. So they started fist fighting, and the boyfriend said that there was a toolbox on the side of the couch, and that he picked up a hammer to hit my mom to get her off of his girlfriend. The black guy who was there, his defense, because there was 3 different trials, he said that he seen how quick that they switched on her. He didn't want to leave being he didn't want to leave being an accomplice or a witness something, or have information about it. So he said that he helped wrap in the shower curtain. They left her there for 3 days.
Was accomplice.
The guy whose house it was walked into the Oakland police station 3 days later with the same clothes. I guess when his high came down, he realized like he couldn't go home. My mom was there. He told on himself, his girlfriend, and the black guy. So they used a hammer, a box cutter, and they left her there for 3 days. Now, 3 different trials. It started because of her, but the guy whose apartment it was, I don't like using the word credit, but he walked in and told everything. He didn't have to do that. But where he messed up, he got 42 to life because he said my mom was still trying to gasp for air. So he literally, if you Google my mom's name, he said he stomped on my mom like a dead baby bird that fell from a nest to take her out of her misery. So right there, it shows you're in the right state of mind, that you know that she's suffering and you want to play but you played God instead of trying to save her if she would have survived or not. So he got 42 to life. The black guy got, he was in the Wheels of Soul, a motorcycle gang. He wound up getting 10 years. He's already out because this happened in 2006. Mind you, I was 7 months pregnant. My daughter was born on my mom's birthday. Yep. So the girl, there's no self-defense in Jersey, but she comes from money, and she had a very good lawyer, which was Zucker, and she was claiming defending herself against my mother because, you know, my mother was street and she wasn't. So her whole family was on one side of the courtroom supporting her, and then it was us on the other side, and we had to see all the, you know, everything, just like a regular trial. We had to hear what happened, and it's crazy because my daughter was born on my mother's birthday. My birthday is September 10th, and her and my mom is September 20th. So violence of victims' crimes made me and my sister move out of there because the girl was out on bail, and for our safety, like, she may or could have done something to us, and she knew where we lived at. So mind you, in 2006, I just graduated high school. I just gave birth to my daughter. I just buried my mother. And now we had to move out of the house. They gave us security deposit money. But it was okay because it made me grow up fast because I had to. And my first job was at the DMV.
How old were you at the time?
I was 17 and I just turned 18. Like I said, my birthday's September 10th. And this is the 20th. So I was 17, basically 18.
Okay.
And, but because Gloucester City is so small and it was on the Courier Post, it was on the news. Like, if you just Google my mom's name, Lisa Hoops, like, you don't even have to put anything else.
Okay.
The pictures come up, the story comes up, the discovery comes up, and we had to move out of where we were staying at with my mother. So it kind of made me stronger. It made me, you know, more independent. But like a year and a half after that, my dad always been in and out of prison for selling drugs. He got out and he was still selling drugs in Kramer Hill. He caught pneumonia and his body wasn't strong enough to fight it off. So he went into a coma and died a year and a half after my mother was killed. So I've been taking care of myself since I was 18. So in 2006, I gave, like I said, birth to my daughter. But I still graduated high school. I moved, and I've been up and down, you know, like doing good and bad, because as of today, I have no support. I have no family. And last July, I lost where I was living because the landlord, he sold the house, and I was only renting the upstairs. And I had a month-to-month lease. I just got a job through the VOA at the homeless shelter, but I was on my 90-day probationary. But since now I haven't nowhere to live, I lost my job and my place all in a matter of 3 weeks. But he never evicted me. He just changed the locks. So I took him to court. I won. I was able to go home that night with the new keys, but I wasn't even home for 2 weeks. And he said, "Oh, you think you won? We all got to leave by the end of the month because I got a settlement and I sold the house." So that whole time that I was homeless and I lost my place and everything, that quick I had to move again because he sold the house. You feel me? I just got approved for emergency housing.
That's good.
I got my degree in social work in Camden. And I'm like 50 credits away from my bachelor's, but I have nowhere to live. So stability is my issue right now, because once I get somewhere to live, everything else will fall in place. I have a great resume. I worked at the DMV, but I have nobody.
You say you just got accepted through the emergency housing program?
Yes, through welfare, yes.
So what's the status with that?
I just got accepted, and because I take medication for panic attacks, the process usually would be that if you get accepted, that they put you into a shelter until a voucher comes in, and they go by your income. But since what happened to my mom, I can't sleep around strangers. So my doctor just signed last week showing that I take medication for panic attacks. So they have to pay for my hotel room until my voucher comes in. But since I was 17, this is the first time I haven't had a job and I haven't had my own place. And I've been struggling because I've been homeless for about 9 months. And I never thought that, you know, I'd be in this situation. And if it was something that I did, like not pay my rent or something like that, I would take it on the chin. But every day is hard because it's like, I don't know where to start. Like, I literally have to start all over again, and I get a little bit discouraged. So I started.
It'll be okay. It's going to get better.
I know.
It's going to get better.
Hard. I know that, but it's hard. Like, but by the grace of God, I just got accepted for that. And it made me strong. It made me who I am. And my daughter, she just turned 17 in September, and since she was 6, she's been with his mother and him because I gave my 2-week notice at the DMV and moved down south because that's where his family's from, thinking I was going to get married and stay down with him because I was young, but that didn't happen. So since from 6 years old until now, she's still with him and his mom. But I told her, like, I want you to have a better life. And she's so forgiving. You feel me? Like, she keeps saying, like, Mama, stop apologizing. You need to work on you. Like, you had me young. You don't have nobody. And that's what I need to do. Stop being so hard on myself. And understand that things that happened to me wasn't my fault. So right now, I'm in the process of just trying to get stable. Once I get stable housing, everything else will fall in place. This is Camden for you.
Well, Amanda, I'm sorry for all your losses and your hardships. I know it's rough out here.
Yeah.
So what's your day-to-day like out here in Camden, New Jersey?
Every day, I live minute by minute. My pocketbook just got stolen 3 days ago, which had my cell phone, the little bit of money I had, my Cash App card, my food stamp card, so I don't have no phone. Without a phone, it's like I feel lost, and I just, you know how they have the state phones where you can get, if you have Medicaid or food stamps, you can get a phone.
Right.
Well, I just got one 2 days ago, but I cannot remember my Gmail, so I can't get none of my contacts. I can't get into my Facebook or anything like that. But
does your family know you're out here like this?
Family, no, yes. Not like this because I'm not really on the streets. I'm on the streets because I'm homeless, but I don't run the streets. I'm more of a homebody. Like, today is the first day that I actually came out and quote unquote partied because I've been isolating myself for the last week, staying in a basement where I'm at right now, where I don't feel comfortable, and I wasn't even leaving the house. So not today, last night is the first time that I actually been out, and of course not doing the right thing. I haven't slept yet. It's like, God, it's crazy that you stopped me because this is not me. I'm not comfortable. It's not who I am. I know my potential. I just need to get stable. So every day is different. Every day I don't know how I'm going to eat. I don't know where I'm going to stay. I don't know when the process is going to really start because I just got approved. So I just try to stay strong every day. And I stay here and there and everywhere. And I'm not used to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is every day.
You haven't reached out to no family members, try to get no help?
Well, when you say family,
you got anybody?
No.
Sorry.
My grandmother I had, who basically raised me, she just passed away 2 months ago. My father passed away. My mother was murdered.
I'm so sorry.
My grandmother had 6 kids. Out of 6 kids, she buried 4 of them. And she just passed away 2 months ago. And did 10 years in prison. And he feels like everyone's against him because when he was locked up...
Your older brother?
Yes, he is... My older brother was like a mama's boy, and he was basically like the father figure to me and my sister. And when he was 18, he robbed in Belmar. He robbed the In-N-Out store. It's like a little corner store next to across the street from ShopRite. And at 18, he did 10 years straight for it. So when he was in there, it happened to my mom. So he wears that hard because he feels like if he was home, it would never happen. You know what I'm saying? So now he isolates a lot. He don't really, I don't know how to explain it. It's like he's shut down to the world because now he just had a baby. He's a single father. And when he was in jail, he got his boiler license. So all he does is work, and he has no help with the baby, but he don't trust nobody.
You say your little sister's out here too?
My sister, we're 14 months apart. She's older.
Oh,
She's
okay.
out here, like every day, all day. She's doing any drug she can get her hand on. I heard she's very skinny. I heard that she was talking about taking her life, like, because I've been isolating for the last 4 days. Like, I didn't even come outside.
You said today's your first day coming out here partying?
Well, it turned into today. Last night is when I decided to just come out, and
you've been out here since?
Yes.
What you mean by partying?
You know, getting high.
What's your drug of choice?
Right now, cocaine.
And how many bags did you use?
What, today?
Yeah.
Because of money, I think 4. And I'm not going to lie, I bumped into my friend that I went to high school with. I haven't seen him in like 5 years. And when I left where I was staying last night, like, I was there for 3 days, and I rent a basement, but I don't feel comfortable there. And they have my food stamp card, and I get food stamps and cash, and I don't even feel comfortable going in the kitchen and eating. So I don't know what made
You said they have it?
Yes.
Because you told me you lost it. You lost all your possessions, you said.
Yeah, but I was able to go to, even though welfare moved,
okay,
you can go get, because that's where I get my mail, because I'm homeless, but
right.
I only get their mail there. So I was able to get a new card. They hold the card, but I don't even feel comfortable going upstairs to eat. And it's not them, it's me.
Right.
And for the last 3 weeks, I take Klonopin for panic attacks, and I haven't been.
You say, oh, I'm sorry. You say you paid them with the food stamp card?
Yes.
So you bought the food too.
I know.
Some of it at least.
I know, but I'm not used to being a grown woman in someone else's house, staying in the basement. So, like, I feel shy to even go upstairs. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I'm standing here. And let me see, is this Benson Street? I'm trying to see if this, yeah, it's Center for Family Services down there where I did my internship. And it's crazy that I'm looking at it because I was it's an after school program for Camden juveniles that are either on probation or on their way on a bad path. So there's a program called the Imani program, and I loved it, and I miss going to school, and I miss working, and the only thing that's holding me back is not being stable. Like, I'm not going to start a new job and not know where I'm going to sleep. Like, I need to be on a schedule. You know what I'm saying? And it's been 9 months I've been going through this. I was staying in hotels, but the last 2 months I've been renting a basement at a friend's house on Benson Street. But I don't like being there. I don't feel comfortable there. That's it. That's my story.
Well, what's it like being out here in the midst of everything? You know,
chaotic. Because I'm white, and I'm not going to say, because I'm very hard on myself, but I'm not an ugly girl. And every time that I walk down anywhere, there's guys that assume that I'm selling myself, and they think that because I'm white and I'm out here and I'm doing what I'm doing, that I'll just, do whatever with them, if you know what I'm talking about. And very, very easily to be judged. Like, I could be walking down the street and like cars will just stop and like think when I'm standing waiting to cross that I'm standing there to sell myself. And I don't even like walking around. I don't like being out here. I get profiled because I am white, and because obviously most people can tell that I am using some type of substance. And I'm not making excuses, but I'm telling you, like, right now by choice, I'm choosing to, because
of your circumstances.
My circumstances, it's like
you're sad, so you use that as a coping mechanism.
I'm numbing myself, and I'm running from everything, and it's crazy because this is not me. Like, I'm strong. I'm used to taking care of myself. Like I said, I'm like 50 credits away from my bachelor's for social work. I already did my internship. All these are Center for Family Services. Down there is the Imani program for juveniles. Like, it's crazy. If you would have asked me a year ago if I would be in this situation, no way. You know what I'm saying?
Could happen to anybody. Sorry for all your losses, but
right.
You're gonna make it out. You gotta balance it out.
I know.
Keep your head up.
I know. And I don't know what made me leave last night. I feel like I just needed to get out of there, but I knew why I was leaving. And like right now, it's like in my head, I'm like, am I going home, or am I just gonna keep on trying to, numb the situation?
Are you religious at all?
Yes. Christian.
You Christian?
Yes. I pray every day. I know that it's gonna get better. I know that He knows me. I know that I'm just tired. Like, I'm tired. I'm scared. I don't have no. So sometimes I get the fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know where to start.
Don't worry, you're gonna get your old life back.
I feel it. I do, because I'm ready, and I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing for the emergency housing. Like, I just went up there to pick my mail up today, and they told me that I missed an appointment because my phone got stolen. So I missed the phone
appointment. Yeah,
appointment. So now I won't get my cash this month coming up. Which now, the process, if you get housing, you have to apply for cash, because they want you to have some type of income, and that would be my income.
Right.
So now it's like I have to start, they said, all over again with the housing program, because I'm missing that appointment. You feel me? And like I said, the food stamps.
Well, you got that phone. You just got to get it activated.
Yes.
Figure out the number and everything.
Yes.
And just take another whack at it.
I know.
You're going to get it, Amanda.
I know. I feel it. I know.
You get back in contact with your daughter. Use that as motivation. Talk to her.
I talk to her every day.
Talk to her.
But, what's crazy? I don't pick up the phone and talk to her. I talk to her on social media.
Okay.
And she's so forgiving. And, she's like, Mom, just take care of you. I'm good. And I'm so blessed because I'm always apologizing to her. And she's like, she just got her permit. She, her dad just opened up his own clothing business. So she had to go to North Carolina and learn the ropes, because it's going to be him and hers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm blessed to have him and his family. And I told her, she's only been in Camden 2 times. And the one time was to take me, I think she was her and her grandma was picking me up from school. And it was like a culture shock out here for her, which is so different from me, because since I was
You
born.
used to this.
This is
Life.
what I, but I'm so happy that I was humble enough and strong enough to give my daughter's grandmother kinship, legal guardianship. I still have all my rights. So when I do get my place and get back on my feet, I can have my daughter. But now she's old enough, you know, to make her own choice. But I talk to her, like, and she's just, it's like she's my angel because she's so forgiving, you feel me? And I tell her, like, Maya, because she's in another state, I feel like I'm not good enough to be in her life, like, and she don't like when I say that, you know. She needs me because at the end of the day, I'm her mom, you know. So that's it.
Amanda, doing a great job. I'm glad you're executing out here, trying to get your life back.
Thank you.
What I want you to do is watch who you hang around.
I know.
Watch who you keep around your circle.
And
you know?
usually, like, anybody, you ask anybody, I'm always by myself. Like, but sometimes that even gets a little harder because I suffer from depression and I isolate. You know what I'm saying? But you're right.
That's good for you. Isolate, because the drug substances. It sound like you was kind of possibly also, I don't know. You knew where to find it already.
Right.
You used before. I can't say somebody.
No, but bumping into
somebody,
that person last night, like, that's where he's at right now. And that's why he got mad, because I wanted to stop and do this. And he wanted to go buy me drugs. And that's why when I didn't answer him and he was crossing the street, he was like basically asking me, like, well, what do you want? Like, what drug do you want? You feel me? And if I didn't leave out the house last night, I wouldn't be getting high. Like, I still haven't went to sleep. Like, this is not me.
Right. That's good.
I'm
That's
a
good.
homebody.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
So, what's your plans for the rest of the night?
Now that I talked to you, it's crazy. I don't know. It might be me going home, and I feel like that is what God is telling me to do. Yeah. Even though I don't like it there, it's safe.
Yeah, you gotta suck it up.
I know.
You just gotta roll with the punches until you get your own place.
I know. And I have been. Like I said, this is the first time that on Cold I feel like I'm being bad, but I'm not comfortable. Like, I'm not happy. You
gotta find better friends to hang with if you're gonna come outside, okay?
I know
the drug addict friends aren't the ones.
I know that.
Camden is not the place to hang out.
I know that.
Go home.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, Amanda. You've been a wonderful interviewee for me. My name is ATM Fox.
And I am proud of you for doing what you're doing, because it's very unique. And I feel like you will go far, and it's going to help people, because, like, I never, like, me turning that corner after I just went in there and bought Lucy's and bought something to smoke my coke out of. I bump into you, and now I feel like I just want to go home and eat and go to sleep. You feel me? Like, I feel like it was God.
Yeah, I'm glad we let that guy hop on the bus.
Yeah,
he wasn't even going to wait for you.
He didn't want me to even do this.
Yeah, he didn't. I stopped you. Get home.
It was God, yep.
Get home.
Okay.
Thank you, Amanda.
Join All Time Media's Patreon for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes content and face-to-face live video chat. Thank you, guys. The link is in the description below. It's a danger zone. You in the middle of a world only a banger home.